I should warn ya, you're in Clue's Corner. Hey, I should warn ya, you're in Clue's Corner. Ow. Beauty's only skin deep. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Beauty's only skin deep. Whoa, yeah. So in love, sad as can be. 'Cause a pretty face got the best of me. Glow Shines here. Welcome to the latest edition of Glow's Corner. That was Beauty's Only Skin Deep by The Temptations. I spent a summer one time in Georgia babysitting my nieces, in which I watched The Temptations every day for the entirety of the summer. Knew all the dances, sung all the songs backwards and forward. The dialect, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. You wish you could work the way I could. You know, all of that before it got popular on the internet. So just to let you know, I always stay ahead of the curve. Before I knew that it was going to pop and go viral, I was already on that shit. But um, um, but the reason I even bring this topic up is because I was sent a video um, with this supposed relationship expert. I guess he is Steve Harvey type. I'm not sure. This is my first time seeing his videos, and it was a young lady in the video. She was stating that she wanted to she wanted a man that had six figures. She wanted a six-figure nigga, and he basically told her, it's a no. It's a no for you. You are not cute enough. You are average at best. I mean, I listened to your station, and he was just like, you ain't pretty. It was like some color purple. You was ugly. You know what I'm saying? You ain't like your sister. It was just like that type of energy. And it was hard to watch. It was very cringy and uneasy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm working on, you know what I'm saying? Even though maybe her expectations were unreasonable, and not based on her looks, but just based on, I want a dude because he has this much money and this is what I need. That part was unreasonable. And not to say this is what I need is unreasonable, but just to say he needs to make six figures, this specific amount. But at the same time, it also made me consider my standards and my expectations for a relationship, and when I'm dating. And one of the things that I always say to people, like, I don't ask for much. It's easy. I'm over here leaning. Why am I? God damn. Sunroof top, diamond in the back. That's all the way on lean. But I do this thing where I will say, I don't ask for much, I don't need much, because I want to be perceived as easygoing. I want to be perceived as someone who is not demanding, someone who's not needy. But I think that can be also a detriment, because I found myself not setting a standard at all, and then I'm like, oh, okay, and I think it's necessary to set a standard. Does it have to be that specific? Should it be based just on finances? No, of course not. I don't think so. I mean, you can get, many people that are dating or dealing with someone who is financially secure and who's miserable. Something that comes with dating someone or marrying or being in a relationship with someone who is this six-figure nigga, they gonna be busy. They not gonna be around. So this is a sacrifice that you gonna take. You know what I'm saying? And not saying that you shouldn't take that sacrifice, but it's something that you have to consider. So are you willing to sacrifice this time and this affection and whatever you need, so that you can have someone that has the type? See, I keep reaching for my wine. I'm trying not to drink and talk. That you can have someone that has the type of bank account that you want. And then it's like, okay, so they have this bank account. We all know money is currency, is energy, is movement of energy. It ebbs and flows. So who is that person without the money? And how are you relating then? Um, I know there's been situations where there's been situations, well, I'm speaking vaguely. I have dated dudes who have made good money, and then something happened and they didn't make the money anymore, and they were miserable. They were miserable, horrible people. Like, oh God, who are you? I don't like you. You're terrible. Stay away. Get back. But that's what it turns into, because some people are, many of us, let's not say some people, many of us are defining our worth based on what we get and what we have. And then when we don't have it, we don't know who the fuck we are, and we don't know how to relate to people. So I'm grateful that I've had days of, I'm far from, living in the lap of luxury, but I'm okay and secure with mine. But there have been harder times that I've experienced, and I really had to establish my identity and my sense of self external to what I make, or what my title is. And I think that that's something that can sort of get lost, or taken for granted when you're pursuing people or relationships based on financial. Hold on, sips Merlot. I got to do it. I held it off as long as I could. When you are pursuing people based on what they do financially, what they can get financially, what they have, and it's just like, well, who are you after that? You know what I'm saying? People are introducing themselves like, hey, this is me. I do this. This is, they're introducing themselves with their titles. So first of all, hey, I got a good job, and hey, possibly make good money. So it's like, okay, that's cool. But then who are you after that? You know, can we relate after that? Can we build? Can we talk about some good shit? Can we really connect and elevate? Um, and I don't necessarily want you to have nothing or want for nothing. I definitely want you to want for something. I want you to be ambitious and striving towards a goal that's bigger than what you have, even if you are in a place where you think you are like really good. um, it's a weird balance, you know what I'm saying? As a Capricorn, I'm always like climbing, trying to be better and have better. But there also has to be these moments of contentment in the middle of that desire. You know what I'm saying? Like I want more, and I know that I can pursue and get more. But hey, it's cool. The view. Hey. Sounds weird. I mean, it's good here. Everything's good here, and I can't choose you. Come on, come on, disrespect. Why you gotta be so loud? I can't choose you based on what you have, because that doesn't tell me who you are. And I need to know who you are. You know what I'm saying? I'm the person that connects with who you are, and I know that there are many city girls out there. I don't know no city girl song, but they want to get flued out, and it sounds nice. Flued out is nice. Vacations are nice. All those fancy things, nice bags and shit. Cool, 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 cool. But then, like, is your connection with that person real? You know what I'm saying? Is it a good relationship? Do he understand you? Do he care about you? Or are you just one of his arm candies, one of his trappings, um, just another something, a possession? Because that's what sometimes it can turn into. I'm saying that like I've ever like really dated anyone that's been that wealthy, but I as a student of human behavior, I see that that's what can happen and that's what it can be. Um, I don't know what happened to my arm, but it is a little. Ooh, ow! That was a crack. Um, that's what it can be. Um, just watching that video really just brought up some emotions, because it's like I always talk about balance, and balance is necessary in everything. You have to find some kind of middle ground between saying you need to have this much in your account, at least six figures, or between I'm fine. I don't ask for much. I don't need much. Because I don't think that she was wrong to say I have an expectation, and this is what I need of a relationship. Especially if maybe she's a six-figure woman. We didn't establish that. Maybe she, even though I think he might have said she wasn't, but let's say that she was. Maybe she, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she wants somebody to meet her, to match her. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, because a lot of times, brothers, I'm not demonizing y'all, but a lot of times you set expectations. You know what I'm saying? Your expectations might not be based on what a woman is bringing in financially, but it might be based on how she look, how fat her ass is. And do I think that that's like reasonable or a good way to choose a mate? Not necessarily, but people have their preferences and things that they want and need, or think they need, until they get into the situation and find out that I can't get over this lean that I'm on. I really feel like I'm in a low rider right now. I'm just like diamond in the back, sun rooftop, jigging on the scene with a gangster lean. Ooh, ooh. So easily distracted. Um, it's not fair to tell a woman that based on how she looks, she needs to lower her expectations. I don't think you should ever tell anyone to lower their expectations. I mean, maybe you can tell them to have a more holistic perspective of their expectations. Maybe that's a more reasonable thing to say, because who's to say that there's not someone out there that thinks that she's beautiful? She was a beautiful woman in her own right. In her own right. Does that sound like politically correct? It does sound a little politically correct. But she, you know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna see her, say she's beautiful. Beauty, as the Temptation said, only skin deep, is also in the eye of the beholder. So, sometimes your beauty is based on who's looking on you, who's looking at you, looking upon you, who's gazed upon you, seeing, you know what I'm saying? And it's you not for everybody, but you for somebody. Who's to say that there ain't no six-figure dude out there to be like, yeah, that's the one. I like that. I like that. And willing to do all the things she want him to do. Um, yeah. I would. Is it better or worse to be like, I need you to make six figures, or to say, it's okay, whatever you do, I'm just gonna like you regardless. I like the person. I don't know what that impersonation was, but I mean, it really. Usually, I have a nice little bow or resolution. I don't have any resolution. I'm really more in here for the conversation of it, to see where people stand, specifically, not specifically for men and women. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about women who have these expectations? How do you feel about men who are only saying your worth is based on how you look? Um, I think that's all. I've said enough. I've got Merlot to drink and other stuff. Thank you for joining me on Glow's Corner. Glow shines out. I should warn ya, you're in Glow's Corner. Hey, I should warn ya, you're in Glow's Corner.